Marcus. Henderson.
Just days before the 40-round MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression at Bowman Scout Day. His name having finally been called, an anxious prospect steps up for his turn to put his plate skills on display. Never has this player had the chance to command the attention of so many big league buyers. He looks to make his case for draft consideration. Most of today's Scout Day participants are not considered blue-chip prospects, but they all have blue-chip aspirations. A player looks to follow up his efforts at the plate with a demonstration of solid defensive fundamentals. At the major league level, the defensive standard is near perfection. This prospect looks to deliver as clean a performance as he can. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance. While preparing for the first of 2 games at the Topps Amateur Showcase, a prospect is approached by a representative of the MLB Scouting Bureau.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day one between the prospects from the Central region and those representing the West. Julio Lopez, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matty V. This guy here is a basic three-pitch mix guy. Fastball, curveball, change, primarily fastball changeup guy. He'll use the curveball to effect, but one of the things he needs to do, locate his fastball to give himself a chance to use that good changeup and his curveball.
Third baseman.
Digging in now, Killian Berger, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt. Striding into the box, Aaron Sandberg, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Sandberg.
Now the payoff pitch home. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit. He'll get it into second. But he'll be in there with a double. Coming to the plate now, Marcus Henderson. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Marcus Henderson.
And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll be back in standing up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Sliders in for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Garcia is there. He's got it one away. Coming to the plate now, Killian Berger. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-2. One's down to third. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. At the plate, Marcus Henderson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now the 1-0. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And this is taken for the out. So striding in, Sidney Ramirez, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Round to third. Henderson takes it in. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. At the plate, Marcus Henderson. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Marcus Henderson.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get back in safely. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. Weaver is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
For the win, 1 run, 4 hits. No errors. Left 8 men on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. One game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead between the prospects from the Eastern Seaboard and those representing the West. Julio Lopez, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matty V. This guy here is a basic 3-pitch mix guy. Fastball, curveball change, primarily fastball changeup guy. He'll use the curveball to effect, but one of the things to do, locate his fastball to give himself a changeup and his curveball.
And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Whoa. At an event like the Topps Amateur Showcase, you don't really expect someone to lay down a sacrifice bunt, but that's just what he did. Hey, I like it. He put his ego and desire to show what he could do aside and made a play that helped the team. And don't think the scouts won't take a note of that, because they will.
Stepping into the box, Marcus Henderson, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Henderson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lake will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits. Digging in, the switch hitter, Phil Link.
Now batting. Third baseman, Phil Link.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Speared on the dive. One there. On to first as they get the double play. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The count now at 2-1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. To 2-2 now.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be pleased with himself there. Gets a base knock and drives in a run along the way. Scouts love a guy that can get timely hits. Well done there.
Digging in to try it again, Juan Castro. He reached on a single in his first try.
Castro.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Beck rounds third and is digging for the plate. And a relay home. And he is in there with their first run, and it's cut to 3-1 now. Ready once again, Marcus Henderson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Marcus Henderson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. Ash on at first, nobody out. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. Three and 0 now.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
The batter, designated hitter, Andres Franklin.
To the left side, he's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits. So striding forward now. Marcus Henderson.
Marcus Henderson.
First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Takes a knee-high fastball. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Base hit into right center. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, and scouts are going to really like this at bat. So many young players want to do too much with a pitch, trying to pull everything. But he waited until the ball was deep in the zone, and he went with it to the opposite field. It's great to see a youngster who uses it.
Ready now, Mason Chapman, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch coming, here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Castro has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And the run is in to score from third.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The West Prospects took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Scott Squires takes home the win. Adrian Mendoza worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it for Mark DeRosa.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first pick, the Detroit Tigers select Doug Queen, a catcher from the International Region. With the second pick, the San Francisco Giants select Sean Cabrera, a starting pitcher from the West Region. With the third pick, the Philadelphia Phillies select Peter Vigna, a closing pitcher from the International Region. With the fourth pick, the Chicago White Sox select Maxwell Bird, a third baseman from the Central Region. With the fifth pick, the Cincinnati Reds select Charles Robertson, a starting pitcher from the Central Region. With the sixth pick, the New York Mets select Steve Sanchez, a third baseman from the West Region. With the seventh pick, the San Diego Padres select Felipe Cabrera, a starting pitcher from the International Region. With the eighth pick, the Atlanta Braves select Sergio Almanzar, a shortstop from the East Region. With the ninth pick, the Baltimore Orioles select Marcus Henderson, a third baseman from the West Region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone, new draftee After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. A welcoming manager offers some simple wisdom.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first. Ken Early gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Newhand leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away. And that right there was his first Double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to Double-A baseball, and even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Stepping up now, Miguel Colon, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Nielsen going back on it, still going back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. First home run of the campaign for him. And they will jump ahead here. It's now 4-2.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Digging in, Carson James, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
To third. Henderson loves it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So stepping in, Marcus Henderson. He singled his last time up.
Marcus Henderson.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Miguel Colon.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Now batting, first baseman, Ethan Moran.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Henderson on second. Colon at first, 1 gone. Pickoff move to second and a dive, but he's back in there. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you can spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Now batting, left fielder, Geraldo Gomez.
This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Marcus Henderson, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time,
earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game one. This could be huge.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel.
Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen.
Runners off for second, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with one away. Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Austin Voth is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night.
Ethan Moran.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A line shot to third base. So digging in now, Geraldo Gomez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Now in the box, Marcus Henderson. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect.
Line drive to center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel Colon.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Henderson at third with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
First baseman, number 5, Ethan Moran.
Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Line toward right center. Casillas is there. Let's see if they test it. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly. Yeah, this game was decided in the 8th. That was a huge offensive fireworks coming in the 8th inning. And when the other guys put up a big inning like that against you late in the game, it's really tough to make any kind of a comeback.
13-5 at the end of all the action. The Harrisburg Senators get the win after banging out 16 total hits. Jonathan Decker earns his first win of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Harrisburg Senators and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Fernando Herrera will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully, he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today. Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Digging in, Marcus Henderson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive.
Into the box now, Marcus Henderson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Stepping into the box, Miguel Colon.
To possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 20.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Harrisburg is out in front.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Senators jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave. Welcome to MLB The Show, and this standing in, Brian Mays, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Brian Mays.
The third, right to him. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits. Now at the plate, Marcus Henderson. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. First pitch on its way. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd tell you what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
Batting 9th, the shortstop, Miguel Colon.
Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Henderson, the runner at first with 2 gone. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Nielsen. And the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Now to the plate, Brian Mays.
Second baseman, Brian Mays.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. The third, this could be 2. He's right there. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this. Stepping in, Marcus Henderson. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Nielsen has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Standing in, Carson James. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
Carson James.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Ready for another shot now, Phil Guerrero. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Phil Guerrero.
Attempt here. Henderson comes up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Settling in now, Marcus Henderson.
Third baseman, Marcus Henderson.
Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's in at third base with nobody out, representing the go-ahead run.
And that's his 2nd triple of the season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the 3-bagger.
Now batting, shortstop, Miguel Colon.
Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-2. just hung in there on that one. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th. Digging in and looking for more, Marcus Henderson.
Marcus Henderson.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
The 1-0 home is back up the middle and into center field. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And a very important insurance run comes across to score from second. Now a 7-5 game.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Joey Rickard. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a ground ball through the hole. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that will stretch the lead to 4 now.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Bay Sox crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. George Riddick claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa.